It was an ordinary morning in Providence, Rhode Island, until a single act of courage changed everything. A nurse named Emily Parker, driving home after a 14-hour night shift, witnessed a horrific car accident on the highway. 5 people were trapped inside a burning van, smoke, fire, and chaos everywhere. Without a second thought, Emily pulled over, ran straight into danger, and one by one, she pulled those people out, saving every single life. By the time help arrived, Emily had severe burns on her hands and face. But her only words to the medics were, "Please check on them first." Days later, when the story hit the news, she was hailed as a hero. But what the world didn't know was that Emily had broken a major traffic law that morning. In her rush to save those lives, she had driven through a red light and damaged a city property. The city issued her a ticket, and the case landed in the courtroom of Judge Frank Caprio. As she stood there trembling, she wasn't worried about herself. She was worried that her nursing license might be suspended. She told the judge everything: the long shift, the smoke, the cries for help, and the desperate seconds that could have meant life or death. And as the courtroom listened, silence filled the air. Judge Caprio leaned forward, looking directly into her eyes, and said softly, "Miss Parker, sometimes the law must step aside when humanity steps forward." He then read her charges aloud: reckless driving, property damage. But before finishing, he paused and smiled gently. Then came the words that would make headlines across the country. "This court finds you guilty of being a hero. Case dismissed." The courtroom erupted in applause. Even the officers standing by couldn't hold back their tears. Judge Caprio continued, "If the world had more people like you, Miss Parker, I'd be out of a job." That clip went viral, millions of views in just hours. People from around the world flooded the comments with messages of love and admiration. But Emily never saw herself as a hero. When reporters asked her how she found the courage, she simply said, "I didn't think. I just did what any nurse or any human being should do." In the weeks that followed, Judge Caprio invited Emily back to court, this time to honor her publicly. The city dropped all fines, and a local foundation awarded her a medal for bravery. The story became a symbol, not just of justice, but of compassion over cold law. Because sometimes the greatest judgments are not made with a gavel, but with a heart. And as Judge Caprio said in his final words that day, "Rules are important, but mercy is what keeps us human."